come home and find out that she's had a heart attack?
Can specialists Mike Dow and JJ Virgin turn Kelly around
Every bite of cheese and potatoes is like digging a grave.
before it's too late?
Kelly's health is a ticking time bomb. She's got to change now.
My wife, Kelly, is a freaky eater.
34-year-old Kelly eats nothing but cheesy potatoes, morning, noon, and night.
I love cheesy potatoes. It's ooey gooey and just yum yum yummy.
Each and every day, Kelly eats a minimum of 8 potatoes and 4 cups of cheese, amounting to a whopping 8,000 calories and 176 grams of fat a day.
When I eat cheesy potatoes, I mean, it instantly puts a smile on my face.
Over the course of a year, Kelly consumes about 3,000 pounds of potatoes, 23 times more than the average American, and close to 1,500 cups of cheese.
It's definitely more than food. It's like protein. I gotta have it.
As a child, Kelly ate other foods, but cheesy potatoes soon became her favorite.
My mom took me to a fast food restaurant and they had cheese fried fries there, and ever since I had those, I just fell in love with them.
Kelly's eating habits changed around age 4 when she visited with relatives. There she was forced to eat food that didn't agree with her.
My mom told them that I don't like ham and eggs. They made me eat them, and I threw it up all over the table. Since that time, my diet has consisted of cheese and potatoes every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for probably 30 years. Can I get 3 orders of french fries, and can I have cheese put on those fries? I won't eat at work. I'll go through a drive-thru at lunchtime. I don't really eat in front of other people. I don't really want people to know how much I'm consuming.
Me and Kelly, we've been married 7 years.
You're cooking me. I'm out of here. When Patrick's cooking, I'm usually in the living room watching TV because I don't even like being in the kitchen.
Kelly can't stand to smell or even touch most foods, especially vegetables.
Well, I want you to try this because it's the green vegetable. Every time I've tried to cook her a little something extra, she just refuses. Just try a little taste.
I can't. It's traumatic for me.
How's your dinner, babe?
Good.
Because of her aversion to other foods, Kelly even eats in a different room than Patrick.
My husband absolutely hates when I don't sit down and eat dinner with him.
Over the last decade, Kelly's freaky eating has caused her to gain over 150 pounds. It's taken a serious toll on her marriage and her health.
My energy level, honestly, is like slim to none. I am headed for the grave if I don't change my ways.
I'm afraid that I'm going to come home and find out that she's had a heart attack. If she doesn't get some kind of help, she's not going to last much longer.
In 5 years, I may not be around. I don't want to die young. I don't want to live like this anymore.
Before Kelly's health deteriorates any further, Patrick has asked nutritionist JJ Virgin and psychotherapist Dr. Mike Dow to intervene for a week of intense therapy.
Kelly.
Hi.
Don't be alone. We were sent by your husband, Patrick. I'm Dr. Mike Dow. I'm a licensed psychotherapist specializing in addictive behaviors and disorder.
I'm JJ Virgin. Hi.
I'm a certified nutrition specialist and a certified health and fitness specialist.
Can we chat with you a bit? Sure. How much? All right. JJ and Dr. It's not unpleasant.
Kelly has submitted a blood sample for
Jesse? Food addiction was affecting their marriage. You're not in the same rooms eating together, and you're certainly not going out to dinner and having those times, those memories that make marriages really work. Patrick, what's your worst food?
That I'm going to wake up some morning and she's going to be gone. My dream for the two of us is to spend the next 50 years together.
The good news is we're going to help you get there.
Next, JJ and Dr. Dow have a reality check for Kelly.
I want Kelly to see just how many potatoes and just how much cheese she consumes in just 4 months.
All right, Dr. Dow. Watch Kelly's face was incredible. She was horrified. That's 900 pounds of potatoes, which represents the amount of potatoes that you eat in 4 months.
It's disgusting. I thought it was years worth. When I found out they were only 4 months worth, it disgusted me.
The other half, the cheese. 120 pounds of cheese. Each of those bags represents a month's worth of cheese for you. What I'd like you to do is pick one of those up and pour it onto the potatoes.
It was in the bag, it was heavy. Oh my God.
3 pounds.
It's sinking in that I do actually consume this much cheese, and it's gut wrenching.
What do you want to say to these cheesy potatoes?
I mean, oh my God.
Disgusting?
This was painful, difficult, but it was necessary so she really come to reality of how much she eats. Our next step is to see what damage you've done already to your health.
Kelly has submitted a blood sample for testing. Now the results are in.
The first thing that I want to look for is metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a precursor to both diabetes and heart disease. It's characterized by a cluster of factors, the first one being triglycerides. Triglycerides are fats in the blood, and they're driven up by sugar, starch, and damaged fats. If you have metabolic syndrome, you'll have higher than 150 in your triglycerides. Yours was 359. The stakes for Kelly are high. She's got to change now.
I thought I was healthy, I just thought I was just overweight.
You're morbidly obese. You've got metabolic syndrome. You are in no way healthy.
I'm very scared. This is the first time I've ever seen anything on black and white of how sick I am.
The good news is it can all be fixed. But every bite of cheesy potatoes is like digging a grave. And we can reduce a lot of this in a matter of months if you are willing to go through what it takes to do it.
I'm willing. I can't go on like this anymore. I am motivated now. Whatever it takes.
Kelly's addiction to cheesy potatoes has brought her to a health crisis and put her marriage at risk.
Patrick, what's your worst fear?
That I'm gonna wake up some morning and she's gonna be gone.
Kelly is willing to make changes, so on the second day, Dr. Dow begins to address Kelly's phobia of touching other foods by using graded exposure therapy.
Have a seat for me. Graded exposure therapy is baby steps. You take what you can already do, and then you add one piece at a time. You know what this is?
To allow Kelly to focus only on texture, she won't be able to see what she is touching.
Are you ready for the first step?
I'm ready.
Okay. I always want to start out with a gimme, because it's going to give her the confidence to then take the next step. So go ahead and stick your hand in there.
I was getting really nervous. I've never really touched other foods before. I slowly put my hand in there. It's cold. It's hard.
What is it?
It feels like a potato.
It's a potato. The next step was broccoli. She has an extreme aversion to all vegetables, so this one was going to be a little bit more difficult.
I'd rather reach in a toilet than touch the vegetable.
What does that feel like?
It feels like a dry sponge.
Is it unpleasant? Is it
No, it's not
gross you out?
unpleasant. No.
You know what that is?
Broccoli.
Uh-huh. We then took it to tomatoes. These are wet and slimy, and these definitely represent a challenge for Kelly.
There's like holes in it, and it's real weird.
You know what that is?
Tomato.
Hmm? You're not avoiding.
I'm trying not to. I really want to do this.
When Kelly kept touching the tomato, I knew that she was ready for the biggest challenge yet, the taste test. Now it's actually time to eat some things.
I I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, they're gonna have me trying some strange things.
Right in front of you, we're gonna tell you what's in that one. It is just cheese, potatoes, and a tortilla. All stuff you already like.
Oh, I'm used to it. Normal.
Each burrito has cheesy potatoes, and then we've added in a new food to it.
One down.
I was getting more concerned because I figure we're gonna get heavier and heavier into the different foods.
Look in there.
That's a new color for you. That's green.
I created this.
Seeing my wife eat romaine lettuce, I was excited.
I'm overwhelmed that I did it without throwing up on the table.
Kelly eating romaine lettuce turned off this irrational fear that says, if I eat a new food, I will vomit. Spin it around.
We saved the most difficult food for last, ham. This was the food that she remembered eating as a child and growing up.
Okay, the grand finale.
I immediately felt queasy in my stomach. I tried to keep it in my mouth, but I just couldn't. That one was a little hard. Okay. I was rejected.
This was what you ate at 4 years old that you didn't like.
I wanted her to understand that this is not a failure. You just ate something that you don't like and maybe will never like. But the important thing is you tried it. We all have foods we don't like, but it's actually going to allow you to make some healthy choices.
I just ate things that I've never eaten in my life. That's a whole new life to me.
You've gone through the hardest phase now.
Building on Kelly's success with touching and tasting new foods, JJ moves on to another sticking point: exercise.
Our goal here is to get you walking. I've never installed walking into my weekly activity because I'm tired all the time. You're a regular exerciser, right?
Yeah, I walk.
I invited Patrick to join us because he's already a walker, and I wanted to make sure that he was there to support her.
So we're gonna take the first step today.
But we have something else that we're going to add into the mix. I had Kelly carry a 10-pound bag of potatoes because I wanted her to really feel the weight of her cheesy potato habit. You're holding 10 pounds of potatoes, but in reality, Kelly, you've got over 100 pounds of fat that you stored because of eating those potatoes.
I was really struggling to keep up with her. I was out of breath.
How are you feeling?
It's getting harder.
Really, actually, it's about the equivalent of what you eat today, just so you know.
I have to take a breath. By the time I was done carrying the potatoes, it felt like I'd been driving a tour bus.
Want to leave the potatoes
Yes, I
behind? Let's take those potatoes and give them a heave.
I'm done. I can't believe that I let it get this bad.
I'm never going to hear you eat like this again, right? Right? You're going to walk and we'll hear in a month, it's like, this was easy, let's go another mile. It was fantastic for Kelly to feel that burden and then get rid of that burden forever.
Oh, it feels better not carrying that.
The experts have given Kelly the confidence to start trying different foods on her own. For the next 4 days, she'll try to break her cheesy potato addiction with a new health regimen. On Kelly's first day, Patrick presents her with a new vegetable to taste.
Peas.
Yeah, they're Snoopy's.
Tastes like eating a plant.
She didn't like Snoopy's, but she still tried it. She didn't gag.
The next day, Kelly agrees to exercise.
Patrick and I walking together, it's wearing me out, but I feel good. Just to get out and about instead of being stuck in front of the TV.
Got your broccoli for you.
Yeah.
On the third day, Kelly attempts to try another new vegetable.
I'm really nervous about the broccoli. I have no clue what it's gonna taste like.
To overcome her fear, Kelly adds a familiar topping, which only reminds her of what she's missing.
You want me to see some pastries?
Sure.
It really hit me that I wanted the cheese and potatoes. I probably think about cheese and potatoes at least once an hour. I couldn't resist it.
You wanna come sit down and eat with me?
No, I'm gonna stand at the counter.
Ellie's biggest struggle has been the craving for cheesy potatoes. When she gets the cravings, she gets irritable, so I don't really push it that much.
With cheesy potatoes at her side, Kelly debates whether or not to eat the broccoli.
Not bad cook.
I don't think she likes it a lot.
I told
She-
you.
The little bit that I gave her.
After eating the broccoli, Kelly can resist temptation no longer.
I know they're so bad for me, but I can't fight the cravings.
And Kelly is still unable to sit down at the table with Patrick.
Still weird about people watching me eat. Right now, it's still difficult for me.
How are you?
How are you? Nice to see you. It's been a while.
On day 7, Dr. Dow and JJ return to find out how Kelly has done in their absence.
I have tried some new foods. Snow peas, broccoli.
I was thrilled to hear those results. This is a woman who was scared to death of a Brussels sprout.
I did slip. I did have some french fries.
Now, here's the thing. You're physically addicted to cheese and potatoes. So even though I know you want them gone forever, that doesn't happen overnight. We want to crowd out those cheesy potatoes. So that means we have to find more foods that you enjoy to be able to crowd it out.
It just made me feel better because I was kind of kicking myself in the butt for slipping up.
How about you eating in the same room together?
That's still a little bit of a struggle.
Kelly had a lot of successes, but I was a little disappointed she wasn't able to sit across from her husband at a table yet. That's something we need to work on.
So Dr. Dow and JJ take Kelly outside to confront her biggest challenges.
As soon as I saw the table in the backyard, I got really nervous.
She realized those seats are facing each other. I'm going to have to sit down and eat with my husband.
The experts are also asking her to try eating a green salad.
This is going to be hard.
Is it enough?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I've been wanting, is to sit down and enjoy a wholesome meal with Kelly.
I can't do this.
If she can pull this off, I'll know that we can leave in good faith.
I kept telling myself I have to do this. I have to try. Salad and my body was wanting to reject it.
Usually the salad was a good thing. This was a big test.
This was the first salad I've ever eaten in my entire life. Eventually, I'll start really liking it.
This is nice eating outside.
It was nice to sit with my husband. I'm still nervous about eating in front of people and all that, but it's definitely something that I'm gonna work on. Do you realize